Hi everyone, Alex Tardy here. Thanks for joining. I wanted to introduce you to Weather Echo. This is the location where we'll provide weather insights for you, and that includes webinars and video briefings. Here's a link on our page as shown here, and we're going to talk about some weather that's occurred recently here in Southern California. An early May cold storm, and then we're going to get much warmer. So that's what we're going to talk about in this short video briefing. Let's take a look at the water year so far. It's been dry across Southern California. About half full is our bucket. So we're 50% of average. Some places in the deserts in the LA basin are less than 50% of average, as noted here in the brown shade. Remember, the water year starts October 1st, and here we are in early May. Temperatures have been running really mild, warmer than the 30-year average across the mountains and deserts as shown here. But temperatures have been right around normal for the entire winter along the coast. We just had a storm, another one. Here we are in early May, and we're seeing cooler weather and some precipitation. Now, precipitation was not widespread and uniform, but showers did occur across all areas except for the deserts. Some locations in the Inland Empire foothills of the San Bernardino Mountains had up to 3/4 of an inch, just like the storm we had in late April. When you go down towards San Diego, big range in precipitation from just a few hundredths to up to 1/4 of an inch of rain. Same with parts of Orange County and the Inland Empire. Across California, it also was spotty precipitation. You can see the Sierra Nevada had showers. Some of that fell as snow, and then more significant precipitation in Nevada. As you went down to Southern California, it was missing LA Basin mostly and produced fairly widespread rain, but again, some areas received no rain, even in the Inland Empire and the LA Basin. A little closer look of the rain across Southern California shows here. Again, about 1/4 inch in San Diego County and southern Orange County, but some locations under 1/10. The wettest areas were the San Bernardino Mountains. That's where the storm ran into the San Gorgonio Mountains, east of the Cajon Pass, a couple locations, just over 1 inch of water. So very beneficial for our fire weather situation here in spring and early May. So this buys us some time into May to keep our fire weather threat low. Also, a little bit of snow fell. Yep, some wet snowflakes and some snow pellet graupel up at Bear Mountain. You can check out their camera here, and you can look back and see the video. Early May, this is what it looked like as the weather pattern. The upper low was right over Southern California. So when we talk about low pressure systems, we talk about surface, mid part of the atmosphere, and then the upper part of the atmosphere. Here I'm looking between the middle and upper part of the atmosphere. Very important area to look at. That upper level circulation and the low pressure center, or the lower and colder air, was sitting right over Southern California. So a cold air mass basically, and it wraps some moisture in from the south into that system. Now when we look at snow levels and we look at precipitation, we like to look at the mid levels. At this elevation around 10,000 feet, we can see -2 Celsius, and that typically indicates a snow level down to 8,000 feet. That's exactly what we saw in Bear Mountain. The upper level low was also in the mid-levels of the atmosphere, as shown here. You can see that nice circulation over Southern California. Now, if you're wondering if that's a little far south for early May, you are exactly correct. For a upper or mid-level low-pressure system to be that far south, for the air to be that cold and the storm track to dip that far south, it's quite unusual. That's what's indicated on the left-hand side. The orange and the brown shaded means it does not occur every year. And you can see compared to long-term normals on the right-hand side, the light blue shading there showing much colder than usual for this time of year in early May. We also could see it on the visible image, and this is closer to the surface, closer to the lower levels of the atmosphere. So not just the Catalina eddy, but upper level, mid-level, and all the way down to the surface, you can see a large circulation in the California Bight, as shown in the cloud cover here. Swirling counterclockwise, low pressure system. Okay, what's in store coming up? Well, we're going to look at a warm-up coming up after the storm moves out, of course, but a significant warm-up for much of the West, at least for the next week in May. This is indicated on the left-hand side, as you see, much warmer than average conditions are highly confident in the Southwest. Now, if we look deeper into the month of May on the right-hand side, not as much confidence, as we see mostly white shaded across California, and that is an indication of temperatures near normal to a little bit below. Now, what's going to cause another dip in mid-May? Well, there's another weather system, another upper level low pressure area that's expected to move across the west. So this is a pocket of cold air that'll take a dive into central Southern California and the Great Basin. This should produce some widespread precipitation across the Great Basin in mid-May, and this is what the long-range outlook is showing here. About normal conditions, which would be some light precipitation for Southern California, but a little bit above normal for the Intermountain West. As a reminder, Weather Echo can be found here, and more information about me on LinkedIn. We're also going to be posting on TikTok, YouTube, and X, and then we'll expand that to Facebook and Instagram as well. All right, everyone, thanks for tuning in to this latest video weather update, and hope to see from you soon.